So when you see stories that celebrate the rise of Nigerian Afrobeat artists within the global music space, stories about artists like Thames and Burna Boy winning the Grammy Awards, Wizkid getting different kinds of certification, and Davido shutting down the O2 Arena multiple times. These are results of some coordinated efforts by the artists and also big music executives behind the scenes. And one of those executives is Bolaji Kareem, the West African head of the music imprint Empire. I met him recently and asked him about promoting Afrobeats on the global stage and also ensuring that the pressure of getting international attention is not forcing artists to adulterate their original sound. And this is what he had to say.
Thank you for this question, but really, it's not been easy. It's easy for people to think traveling is fun, but when you get into the real work of what we do, going into meetings and being the one to stand up for the culture you represent, you have to convince a lot of people about your genre. It's not just like having the music done and apart because the music is great, that's how we're making it. We are sitting in front of executive, having conversation about marketing and advances and competing against all other genres in the world. We have Caribbean music, we have real hip-hop music in America. So for us to say, okay, Afrobeats is our own, and we are sitting with different executives in the world to say, okay, this is where the world should shift to. It's interesting, but it's never been as interesting as what people feel it is on the outside. And we also need to do more. We need to actually support ourselves more. We need to come together as a broom. The war or the fight is not against ourselves. The fight is for us to come together and keep making African music great. Even within we Africans, they are trying to bring that segregation already. You'd have been seeing people saying, okay, this person is not Afrobeat, that person is Afrobeat and stuff like that. The vision is about to start coming. This is when we need to be smart. This is when we need to understand that it's us against the world, not us against ourselves. This is not a Maven YBNL or Chuck. No, we all need to come together to hold ourselves on the forefront. If Thames is making it, let's all give the clap to Thames. If David is making it, let's all give it to David. Whoever is making it, if the new guys are making it, let's give it to them because it's not easy out there. We saw what Calm Down did. I'm happy. It might not be signed to a label hand, but it gave his opening doors that in the time past, petroleum used to be what does that for us. But now music is the new crude. And that's the creative industry is opening doors that even different businesses in Nigeria can open. So it's not been easy, but it's been great. And thanks to people like you as well, because at the end of the day, you didn't switch. I've known you for like 8-9 years doing the same thing. You could have said, you know what, no, I'm not doing this thing anymore. I need to be doing this and that. But the fact is, you still stay true to your job. So when I see people like you still do the things you do, then I feel I can't give up.
Thank you for the commendation. I must thank you as well. You sit in front of other executives from other parts of the world, and you speak to how there is competition from Caribbean music and other kinds of music. How much pressure, especially, do you have to defer when you're speaking to international executives about adulterating Afrobeats? I spoke with one artist, I don't want to call his name, and say sometimes they try to infuse sounds that are foreign to his music, and he and his team eventually has to say no, we're not doing this and all that. How much pressure do you have to make sure do you undergo to make sure that Afrobeat remains very true and pure?
Well, I hear that a lot, but it has never happened to me because I work for an independent label, and with us we don't force the artists to do certain things because they still own their masters, and we are partners. We can tell them what to do to get it better, but we don't try to prescribe that this is what you have to do. Recently, we've done a lot of writing camps in San Francisco, and we'll be doing another one again soon after BET. We have a few of our artists come together. So the difference is we don't just go and sit with other creative producers out there. We bring our team, we bring our artists, we bring the Shea Vibes, we bring the Ayomap, we bring the Folaz. We put them there with our producers like Blaze, like Nip Keys, like Cookbit. So already the self-confidence is there that we came in full. Most time people find these problems when maybe they are not there with their producers. So they are forced to use the writers, the producers, which is good. You can learn from them. But the fact is, as an executive, when I know you're taking my artist out of the box, I can always say, no, this is not for me, this is it. So we also need to manage ourselves very well. Guidance. That's where we actually need proper A&Rs that can stand up and say, yo, with all due respect, we appreciate the fact that you guys are investors, but no, my artist is not doing this. And that's sometimes why we have to stand up for ourselves, and that's the truth.